Your job today is to find the letters that are P. There's one right there. So that's an example of a selected purpose for reading. The selected purpose of reading were shared with me in a series done by Vicky Rothstein, who's a speech path, and it was on helping growing readers, so helping students with learning exceptionalities learn how to read. And the selective purposes for reading are fantastic if you're doing a guided reading session and you want to make sure that students are reading with a purpose. One of the most important things with the selective purpose for reading is that you are giving the students one purpose. So for example, you might say to a student, your job when we read this book is to find the letter P. So on every page, when we're reading this book, The Pool by Stanley Francis, every time we find the word P, we're going, oh, there it is. So one student would get that job. Another student might have the job of turning the page. Or another student might have the job of describing what's going on in the picture. Or another student might have the job of predicting what comes next. So, oh, yeah, we can see here, oh, dog goes in the pool. Let's see what happens next. What do you think is going to happen next? And the reason why we do selected purposes for reading is that if you were to say to a student, especially a young emergent reader, if you were to say to them, you know, on one page, find the letter P, the next page you're saying, oh, how's that character feeling? The next page you're saying, what's going to happen next? It's a lot of different demands placed upon them. And if you're changing those demands each page, it makes it harder to follow the story, and it also makes it harder to give the answer because they're expecting to find the letter P, and then suddenly you ask them, how's the pig feeling? Or they're expecting to tell you what happens in the story or what's happening in the page, and then you're saying, no, what's happening next? No, not here, what's happening next. So the selected purposes for reading are fantastic when you are having students I guess streamlining what students are doing in reading. And you can change them, and you can also order them in a hierarchy. So for a student that is reading, you could say your job is to read the book. Another one could be your job is to turn the pages. Or another one for like higher order thinking could be your job is to connect this to something that you've read or experienced in life. Or for example, how are these characters like you, or how are they not like you? Or use some words to describe the characters. So you can see that by using the selected purposes for reading, you can actually use this with a high-low group. So you could use this. This is great for access points for if you have very, very competent readers and very early emergent readers. You could use techniques like this, even with a book as simple as this, to engage all of them. So that's selected purposes for reading.